James here. Jimmy Pockets of Empty Pockets Garage on my other YouTube channel, but this is going to be put because I'm trying to keep political stuff off my car channel. So this is all going to be on this channel. I want to talk about, and it's not nothing news. I'm not breaking anything that news that anybody doesn't already know by now because it's late in the afternoon on a Monday. I woke up this morning to Elon Musk putting out there on X about $59 million found spent to the all the hotels, luxury hotels in New York, to house the illegal aliens. That's bad enough. What makes this really bad is it was just last week when he did it. Last week, Trump signed the executive order to stop all this. What, 3 weeks ago? So they defied an executive order by the President of the United States. Now, Trump's going, his cabinet and everybody, they're going so fast that the Democrats can't even come up with a coherent argument or a protest. They're in shambles. They're spouting off of some of the dumbest stuff. First, they want to attack the age of the people that is assisting Elon Musk, and then they want to attack Elon Musk and saying that he's, an unelected official. He doesn't have the legal right to do what he's doing. It's unconstitutional. Of course, none of this is true. He works for the President of the United States. True, Congress is the purse of the government, but Congress doesn't hire and fire. The President does, or the people who he assigns to these positions, like Marco Rubio, is basically, I guess, is who the USAID people are supposed to actually answer to. But according to them, they've been convinced by Congress that they answer to no one but Congress, and only certain people in Congress. And we all know which probably certain side of the aisle that is, just by what kind of money is being spent where. So this is sad, and more than likely, whoever authorized this should be brought up on federal charges. And I say should. I think they will be because there's a new sheriff in town. What's that saying they've been saying about him lately? You fuck around and find out. Well, that's what's going to be happening here. So, saying that, all these, and a scene where a pastor was talking to his church, saying that if there was ever a time for violence, it's now, to bring violence towards President Trump and Elon Musk, and Elon Musk's life's been threatened. It's a dangerous job to work for the government anyway. It's 5 times more dangerous when you're doing what President Trump is doing. Because here's one of the things about this USAID is they are also the covert purse of the CIA to launch coups and other things in foreign nations, foreign countries. So we all know how dangerous it can be to mess around with the CIA. Just ask Robert F. Kennedy. But saying that, this is crazy, and we can't let the foot off the gas here. We got to keep the Democrats on their heels because they literally are failing at every argument they are trying to put out there. I mean, they're doing a horrible job trying to do these gotcha things with the confirmation hearings with Trump's cabinet that he's trying to get in there. Who's left as far as the big ones is Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard, and RFK. Well, the only thing I worry about is we have some Republicans that are only Republican in name only. And they pretty much are probably worried about this USAID thing too. and that's just one department. They're just getting started. Now, I got in a debate the other night. I was on a live stream on Rumble, Killer Carl. Every Saturday night, I'm on there at 7:30 with Carl. And this dude tried to say, well, we're worried about nothing because the USAID is only 0.6% of the nation's budget. Okay. Doge has to start somewhere. And let's think about the asinine comment that gentleman said to me. Because let's talk about the millions of dollars and the billions of dollars found spent through this department on frivolous stuff. Because the whole thing is, when money is spent overseas, there's two things that it needs to do. It needs to forward the agenda of the U.S. or benefit the U.S. citizen. And it seems like most of the money we have seen being spent right now is none of that. So it needs gutted. I'm sure that out of the, and I can't remember how many thousands, I think it was 7,000 or 9,000 employees for this USAID. Like I said, they're just getting started. This is the first department they hit. And look what they're finding. Anyways, getting back to the argument. 0.6%. Now, if you take the money that has just been found just this week, because they ain't gone through all of it because there's a bunch of stuff they got to go through, we wouldn't have a homeless veteran in this country if that money was spent here on our veterans. The people down in North Carolina and the surrounding area from the hurricane would not still be sleeping in tents. People out in California would not have to be worried about how they're going to build their lives back up because the way that state is ran. And it's funny how you see some of these celebrities still defending new scum and them about they blame everything on climate change. Well, fires have always happened there. They've always had dry seasons. They always had the Santa Ana winds issue. I mean, I remember it's a known thing. The only difference between today and let's say 50 years ago, or probably not that far back, but I'm just giving you. There was many forest fires over the years, over the decades, but they were handled fairly quickly because they had a wildlife brush initiative to keep that stuff cleaned up. And whatever they did, forest management, I'm not from California, so all I know is that forest management is not what it used to be there. So they had a hard time getting the fires under control. Well, they had, and plus the water, because they were trying to be the environmentalists that they are. It comes a point in time when human lives and property has to outweigh certain small species. I mean, there's got to be a way to relocate a portion of that species that's supposedly endangered so they can put them back later instead of risking human life and property. But that's California's problem. They blame it on climate change. They want to say all kinds of things that are bad. The only thing I can say, I've said it before, is the Democrats and people on the left have not learned a thing. They act like they're still the majority. The majority of the people voted for Donald Trump because they are sick and tired. This last 4 years was enough for a good portion of this country to be just sick of it. I mean, when you think you're doing a good thing and then you go too far and then now it's not a good thing no more. That's what they did. You want to, and everybody's got a little bit of a heart when, you want to, if there's like a marginalized group of people, you want to make sure that they have a certain amount of protection and whatever, but they went too far and made the severely minority of this country, as far as DEI stuff and all that, they made them more important than the larger group of people that actually keep this country going, that go to work every day. And I thought about this the other day. They talk about they have to bring all these immigrants in because there's so many jobs here supposedly that our youth in this country is either too lazy or too drugged out to fulfill these jobs. So they need to bring in all these immigrants because they're all such hard workers, and that's what's necessary. But I got to thinking, all these government employees that are going to be out of a job, they can fill those positions. Problem solved. See, we're problem solvers here. We don't complain. We get her done. So, anyways, it's a little bit long of a video. I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents. Well, I'd say 2 cents, but 2 cents costs 4 cents to make now. So I tossed my 4 cents in there, and just wanted to get that off my chest. So, anyways, till next time, this is James, aka Jimmy Pockets of Empty Pockets Garage. I'm out of here.